The girl and her adopted sister participated in the math competition together. She deliberately gave a wrong answer to one question, though, yet this was not because she wanted to show deference to her adopted sister. It was because she knew that no matter what answer she wrote down, her adopted sister would copy it and answer the question half a second earlier. Then she would even turn around and accuse the girl of plagiarizing her. Sure enough, the moment the girl finished writing her answer, her adopted sister quickly pressed the buzzer to answer first. What she did not know, however, was that she had already fallen into the girl's trap. It turned out that shortly after the competition began, the girl noticed that every time she finished writing her answer, her adopted sister would buzz in to answer half a second ahead of her. Moreover, their answers and problem-solving steps were exactly the same. The girl could not help but suspect that her adopted sister had copied her work, but as she answered with a slight delay afterward, the audience thought she was the plagiarist instead. Helpless, the girl quietly modified her problem-solving steps the next time her adopted sister buzzed in first. But just as the girl was about to show her new steps, her adopted sister rushed to say that she had another problem-solving approach. She then quickly wrote it down right away, and this approach was exactly the same as the girl's new way of solving the problem. Seeing this, the girl was completely dumbfounded. Because this problem-solving method was something she had learned by herself through studying extracurricular advanced knowledge, she could not believe that her adopted sister had learned it too, so she raised an objection on the spot. However, upon hearing this, many of her classmates stepped forward to testify, saying that they had seen the adopted sister studying advanced textbooks beyond the curriculum. The girl originally wanted to ask her adopted sister some questions about the advanced knowledge, but her adopted sister urged her to show her answer quickly. In the end, when the audience saw that the girl's answer was the same as the adopted sister's once again, they all concluded that she had plagiarized her adopted sister again. They all demanded that the girl withdraw from the competition immediately. Seeing this, the judges had no choice but to ask the girl to prove her innocence. Otherwise, she would have to be disqualified from the competition. In her desperation, the girl said that she could solve 100 of the final challenging questions to prove her mathematical ability. But to her surprise, upon hearing this, her adopted sister immediately said that she wanted to compete against the girl in solving the questions. The girl was worried that her adopted sister would copy her again, so she asked that they sit with two answer boards between them while solving the problems. Unexpectedly, her adopted sister not only agreed to this arrangement, but also retorted, asking what would happen if the girl copied her again. The girl did not believe that their answers could still be the same with two answer boards separating them, so she took the opportunity to make a bet with her. They would solve the questions in a timed contest. The loser would not only have to publicly admit that she was the plagiarist, but also kneel down and apologize to the other party. But after the girl had only finished writing a dozen or so questions, she heard the audience below saying that their answers and problem-solving steps were exactly the same again. Some people even started accusing the girl of plagiarizing her adopted sister once more. Upon hearing this, the girl was totally dumbfounded. She could not figure out how her adopted sister had managed to do it. She had to explain that there were two answer boards between them, and that she could not possibly have copied her adopted sister at all. Besides, since their answers were the same, why did everyone assume that she had copied her adopted sister, instead of the other way around? However, the judges pointed out that her adopted sister always finished writing her answers half a second faster than the girl did, so it was even more impossible for her to have copied the girl. Upon hearing this, the girl completely broke down in tears, but she soon